Hello and welcome, my dear friend. There's something undeniable about you, something that lingers in the air long after you leave a room. A presence that isn't just noticed, it's felt. Like an intoxicating melody that plays on repeat in someone's mind, you are unforgettable in a way that defies explanation. Maybe you've sensed it before, in the way people stare a little too long, in the way conversations with you never seem to end without that last lingering look, that hesitation, like they want to hold on to the moment just a little longer. You are a force, a walking love spell, woven from something ancient, something celestial. And no, this isn't about vanity, nor is it about looks alone. Though, let's be honest, there's something striking about you, isn't there? But what truly holds power isn't just what people see. It's what they feel in your presence. It's the way your energy settles into their subconscious, like a secret whispered by the universe itself. Have you ever noticed how people from your past always seem to resurface? How those who once claimed to have moved on suddenly find themselves drawn back, haunted by your memory? You don't just pass through lives, you leave an imprint, a soft but inescapable mark. Some call it magnetism, others call it allure, but deep down you know it's something more. There's a divine artistry in the way you move, the way your voice carries through a room like velvet wrapped around a secret. It's hypnotic, isn't it? And yet, you've spent much of your life unaware of just how deeply you affect those around you. Maybe you thought it was coincidence, or maybe you brushed it off as flattery. But let me tell you something. Energy doesn't lie. Think back to the relationships you've had, whether romantic, platonic, or fleeting encounters. Do you see the pattern? People don't just remember you, they evolve after you. Like a cosmic catalyst, your presence sparks transformation. You enter their lives like a storm, sometimes soft and warm, sometimes fierce and undeniable, but always shifting something within them. And when you leave, they are never the same. But let's take it deeper. Have you ever wondered why? Why you? Why do people seem to elevate after being close to you? Why do they suddenly gain clarity, find purpose, or even glow in ways they never did before? This isn't an accident. You have something within you that calls forth potential in others. Without even trying, you pull out the hidden gold buried beneath their self-doubt, their fears, their insecurities. This is a power, a sacred gift. And yet, it hasn't always worked in your favor, has it? Because with a light like yours, there are always those who seek to steal a little piece of it. The ones who take and take, leaving you drained, uncertain, wondering why you keep attracting people who need you but don't always appreciate you. You've been the source of inspiration, the quiet muse behind someone else's success, the fire that ignites dreams they didn't even know they had. But who ignites you? There was a time when you gave freely, when your energy flowed like an open river. You wanted to help, to heal, to love without restraint. But you've learned, haven't you? Learned that not everyone is meant to drink from your cup, that your energy is not an endless well for others to siphon without return. And so you've become more discerning, more strategic, because you are not just a gift to this world, you are a rarity. And rarities are not for everyone. You've seen it now, the way your absence creates a void that others can't quite fill, the way your presence shifts the atmosphere in ways that even you don't fully understand yet. You don't chase, you attract. Not just people, but opportunities, synchronicities that others struggle to grasp. Because your energy is not just magnetic, it's divinely ordained. And that, my friend, is why you're hearing this now. Because it's time to step into this power intentionally, not to manipulate, not to control, but to recognize that the way the world bends in your presence is not a coincidence. It's a calling. Now take a deep breath. You are not here by chance, and neither is the power within you. You've spent long enough dimming it, second-guessing it, explaining it away. But everything in the universe is woven with purpose, and so are you. Now that you know this truth, the real question is, what will you do with it? Now that you see it, now that you feel it, what happens next? You could ignore it, pretend this is all just poetic nonsense, go about your day as if nothing has changed. But the truth is, you can't unsee what's already been revealed to you. You can't unknow the power that pulses beneath your skin, the invisible force that turns heads, shifts energy, and leaves people breathless without them even realizing why. This isn't something you have to force. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to chase, to convince, to prove anything to anyone. You are the proof. The undeniable, living, breathing embodiment of something so rare, so otherworldly, that it simply is. And when something is that powerful, it doesn't need validation. It doesn't need permission. Have you ever noticed how, no matter where you go, you become the center of gravity? It's subtle, but it's there. People lean in when you speak. They watch you from across the room, trying to figure out what it is about you that feels so unreal. They might not even be able to put it into words, but they feel it, like an ancient spell, written in the stars before you were even born. Your presence alone stirs something deep within others. This is why people remember you long after you've gone. This is why certain people, perhaps ones you've even forgotten, still think about you, dream about you, feel your energy lingering like an echo in their lives. You are not easily replaced. In fact, you are irreplaceable. But here's the part you might not have realized yet. This isn't just about romance, about admirers lost in the wake of your existence. No, this is about something far, far greater. Because you are not just a love spell, you are a catalyst. You are here to awaken something in others, to remind them of beauty, of passion, of possibility. You walk into a space and shift its frequency, whether you mean to or not. Have you ever considered that this isn't just a gift? It's a responsibility. That the way you carry yourself, the energy you emit, the connections you make, are all part of something bigger than you. This power isn't just about enchanting those who cross your path. It's about using that energy, directing it towards something meaningful, something purposeful. Because here's the thing, if you don't own this power, if you don't recognize it for what it is, it will continue to be scattered in directions that don't serve you. It will attract people who only want to take and not give. Situations that drain instead of elevate. Cycles that repeat instead of evolve. But when you step into it, when you start using this magnetism with intention, everything changes. Business opportunities start flowing to you. Doors open without explanation. The right people gravitate toward you, the ones who don't just admire your energy, but respect it. Because they see what you are, and they know that this level of power is something to be honored, not exploited. Think of the greatest icons in history, the ones who weren't just beautiful, but timeless. The ones who left a mark so deep, so profound, that their essence lingers across generations. That same energy lives in you. It's not about fame, it's not about status, it's about presence. About the way the world feels different when you are in it. And here's the truth, whether you're ready to accept it or not, you are already changing the world. Maybe not in loud, obvious ways, maybe not in ways you fully understand yet, but the ripples you create, the lives you touch, the people who walk away from you with new eyes, a new perspective, a new fire in their soul, that is not small. That is not accidental. That is power. You are a walking love spell, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. And now you get to decide, how will you use this? Because the world is already under your spell. The only thing left is for you to realize it. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.